Hey YouTube, Logan with Hideaway Homestead coming to you today with a video, not a video suggestion, but with a question from the comment section. I just kind of wanted to turn this into a little video because I thought it was a great idea. Want to thank Exteriors Done Right for the question, and thanks for subscribing. It says, how are the rabbits doing off lawn clippings? I run a lawn business, so I have unlimited clippings. I was thinking of expanding into rabbits for pets slash meat market. And I think that's a wonderful idea. There's so many things I can think of with animals that you could blend into a lawn care business. Now, there are a couple of concerns that I would have doing this, and it's really going to depend on who your customer base is. So if you live in North Alabama like me and you mow people's yards, because nobody around here has a lawn except for in residential areas, if you're mowing people's yards for them, there's not going to be a whole lot of fertilizer or nasty stuff, chemicals like herbicides, pesticides that are going to affect your rabbits. So I would really look into that as far as what are people that you have as customers, what are they putting on their lawns, or what are you putting on their lawns for them. So you may have customers that are more rural customers, or you may be doing it in a suburb, city HOA with a bunch of Karens. I don't know. So the one thing I would be concerned about is what's going on the lawn. And another thing would be is that if you're mowing and you're getting all the grass clippings up, think about it like you're mining somebody's yard. You're taking everything that's organic matter and carbon that's been sequestered through solar conversion, and you're taking that off of their property, which is great for you. But every time you mow, the quality of that grass, or whatever it is that you're harvesting, if you do trimmings off of trees, be sure to look into the species that are safe for rabbits. I've got some information about that on my channel. And just make sure that everything's safe for your rabbits. But going back to the mining people's yards, you're taking that off, and if nothing else goes back on the yard, then the quality is not going to be that great. That being said, you could for sure give the rabbits as part of their diet and make sure that they have access to a pellet, or they have access to something that you grow that is high quality and that's going to keep weight on the rabbits and allow them to breed, have babies, nurse their babies, and for the babies to grow. So as long as you're doing that, I think you'll be fine. One idea that I had thinking about this, if I had a lawn business, now this is going to depend on everybody's situation, if you cut people's yards for them, but I think that you could definitely, especially if you're going to like the HOA Karens and they all want to, brag to each other about how much they love the planet and they're helping the planet, you could do something for them that will really help the planet by taking the grass clippings off of their yard and then giving it to your rabbits, possibly to start out with, feeding them pellets and other things and giving them the grass clippings, then taking all the rabbit manure and letting it dry out, and then turn it into like a powdered fertilizer that there's several ways to do that. I mean, it'd just be something you'd have to figure out, and then say, hey, I'm going to come through and I'm going to fertilize your yard with organic fertilizer, no chemicals or whatever, because it's amazing stuff. You could go and then you would be basically farming everybody's yard rather than just mining their yard. So I think that would be a really great way. And if you deal with more people out in the country and you're just cutting old ladies' yards and everything, just let them know. Say, hey, I've got rabbits and I want to feed the rabbits. I'm gonna keep your yard nice and clean. I'm gonna get up all the clippings, but every week when I come, I'm gonna bring back some of this organic fertilizer and I'm gonna spread it on your yard just to keep your yard healthy. I mean, that's something you could even charge for. So I think it's a great idea. Best of luck to you, Exteriors Done Right, if you're watching this, and anybody else who's thinking about that as a side hustle. I think it would be a great marriage of the two. One thing I will close with is that there's so many other things you can do with those lawn clippings. If you are not sure what's in them, hot composting is something really good to look into, especially if you've got access to a lot of leaves right now. In the fall, gather up your leaves, keep them in one spot if you rake leaves for people, and keep them in one area, keep the grass clippings in one area, and then mix them into compost. Another thing you could do for the fertilizer is when you take people's leaves off, put that underneath the rabbits to help absorb a lot of their urine and everything. You know, put it through a shredder or something and then throw it under there. It'll help keep down on the smell. You won't have to clean under it as much. And I just think it's a great idea. I think that would be a super business, because if you get it right and you make sure that the animals aren't getting anything harmful into their system, and that you are putting back onto the people's lawns, and I just see limitless possibilities with that. But anyway, I thought that was a really interesting idea. I thought I'd share it with everybody. If you found this video informational, or if you liked it, please leave a like. If you've got any questions or anything to add, or future ideas for videos, please leave those down in the comments. And subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this. I drop a video mostly every day. I appreciate all y'all watching, and we'll see you in the next one.